Hello everyone, very happy to be here tonight. I'm Ralf Gulde, I'm co-founder and CEO of Sereact, and I have the great pleasure tonight to talk about embodied intelligence together with you. And I think what we have seen in the last, let's say, 5 years was a tremendous, a fantastic rise of digital intelligence. We have seen large language models like ChatGPT, like Grok, Gemini, changing our lives for the better. I can now be orders of magnitude more productive in writing code, orders of magnitude better productivity in translations, and so much more. However, my productivity in the physical world has maintained the same. Why is that? Where is this ChatGPT moment for robotics, and when will it be there? And I think the ChatGPT moment for robotics will come when we see generalization, model generalization across robots and across tasks. And this will happen when finally some company, some university, some player in the world will aggregate a data corpus, a data collection that has enough data distribution and enough insights, experience to do the same thing like we have seen for ChatGPT. Because for the digital intelligence, there was a huge data corpus already readily available, just downloading it from the internet because of Wikipedia, because of other stuff, because of an infinite amount of written text, of visuals, and all these kind of things. And I think this is a good, basically, mindset to start our presentation. Today we're going to see how Sereact works on generalizing embodied intelligence. So what you can see here in the video is our model, our vision language action model called Cortex, empowering a humanoid robot, in that case, to do monotonous and non-ergonomic work. You can see Sereact as a company that delivers physical labor. And we already see customers building upon the productivity we are delivering them. In that scenario, you see our model empowering a humanoid robot to do warehouse work. However, we already have achieved a quite decent amount of generalization across robot form factors. Let's dive in. Sereact in a snapshot. Our goal is to build one intelligence that can empower any robot, can be a humanoid robot, can be a mobile robot, can be also a quite basic robot arm, to do any task, to be really useful. And we try to achieve that goal with a really narrowed down approach. You see others solving the data problem by saying we teleoperate, we have the best teleoperation farm. Basically, in the Philippines, I've seen companies building teleops farm there. We have seen other companies recently saying, we teleop in your living room. And our approach is to build a rock-solid product, pick and place in warehouses, where we master one use case and be the best in the world. With that in place, we basically initiate the real-world learning loop. Basically, every robot, every pick done, logs the data, shoots it in the cloud, and helps us to make our global Cortex model even better. Then what we're doing right now is expanding large customers, and then the fourth and the last step is basically unlock generalization. Cortex, our AI brain, was built, trained, and is deployed in the real world. And right now we see the latest evolution of Cortex already mastering the next level of more complex tasks. And this use case is returns handling. It's a huge multi billion market untapped because the robotics dexterity wasn't good enough so far, and we are already deploying this with market leaders right now. Avoiding destroying returned goods by making it so cost effective to restock them that is a no-brainer. And when we look at our level of commercialization, which we have achieved already, we already work with market leaders such as Bol.com, with companies like Daimler Truck, BMW, and it's not a demo stage anymore. This is plannable, reliable productivity, physical work we are offering on a daily basis. But let's talk about the thing I just mentioned is the real-world learning loop. Basically, a real-world feedback loop where robots can optimize their performance and their behavior over time. We believe that this learning loop will unlock general-purpose robotics. We think that is the key. We are also using synthetic data. We are also using internet-scale data. However, we found that our data strategy that builds on 100+ live systems deployed in dusty warehouses, in manufacturing halls, and gathering data on a daily basis. So let's tell you one of our success stories. We just achieved and secured a 100+ robot deal with a $1 billion grocer called Rochlik. They send basically groceries to homes of people. And when we deployed our Cortex brain for the first time in that e-grocery vertical, it has never seen that before. So at the beginning, the performance was with 300 picks per hour, I would say not great, slightly below human performance level. However, after just 15 days, 1.5, it went up to 600 picks per hour, significantly outperforming humans. And that led to the customer signing for 100 robots. This is not demo videos, this is customer validation. And what happened after we exposed our global Cortex model to this new industry was that we have seen 2x of performance increase in this grocery vertical after 15 days, almost 3x after 3 months. And we also saw that our model in other industries, such as pharma picking, such as e-com generalist picking, such as apparel, also increased. And there we see how different data distributions sampled in different industries make the global Cortex brain even better. And that's us going forward. Right now, we are at the beginning. We build embodied AI systems that do simple tasks, pick and place in warehouses. Already entering the next complex market with companies like BMW, where we do kitting applications, where we do return handling scenarios, and then basically we go over more complex manufacturing tasks, such as assemblies, etc., until we tackle the most hardest part, which is household robotics with the largest variability. What's next? I think we right now see that a lot of great minds work in embodied intelligence. We see that a lot of capital is also deployed there. And we also see that robotics has never moved so quick, with now new model architectures being present. And with now, I would say it's a clear thing that this thing is on fire. So, whilst others are doing demo videos, whilst others are trying to perfect the mechatronic humanoid robotic system, Sereact will ship, excuse my French, a shitload of robots and will aggregate the largest corpus of real-world data. With that said, thanks so much for your attention. Pleasure to be here, and I wish you a great event. Cheers, bye-bye.